No, we're also not fighting Strahd.
We're not fighting Strahd, but it's Tuesday, Jake.
It is Tuesday, but you guys already killed Strahd von Zarovich.
It's Tuesday, isn't it?
We can kill him again.
We're gonna kick his corpse. We'll use his head as a soccer ball.
What would
Jesus
we
Christ,
be
I
doing
killed
instead of
Strahd
killing
8 years
Strahd
ago.
anyways? I don't know what we could be doing. Jake, do you have an idea?
We might be partaking in an adventure in a certain setting that I'm very familiar with, that Tart's very familiar with, that Guy is very familiar with, in that we are involved in that setting every week.
Adventure?
Adventure.
Adventure, my
The
friend!
multiverse.
I mean, multiverse theory exists. There are probably iterations upon it. Tonight is a very special adventure. It's the beginning of a very special adventure, but I believe before we get to our little trial in Ædos, I think Tart has something that he needs to present.
I realize we didn't think about this before.
You
Jake.
literally just said. Yes.
Well, no. Jake, can I send it to you and then you put it up on the game screen?
Absolutely.
In fact, I may have sent it to you already.
I am looking through my DMs presently. You have not.
Okay, give me one sec. So, I guess while I send this to Jake, so we have a very special, very friendly individual who made something for us.
What the dog doing?
My sound alert should not be working, but indeed they are. They made this to celebrate the end of our game. As a certain surprise to Mr. DM extraordinaire, CG Ghost. Jake, if you want
That
to
me?
put it, you, Jake, if you want to put it on screen.
I am presently doing so.
Yes.
This has been in the works for a little bit now. And it's very nice.
Yeah.
And I will put it here in the general text. It's the gang. It's the squad.
Woo!
Look at them.
The goons.
Shout out to Krista, who worked very hard on this and was very kind to do this for us.
Yeah.
Krista also, if you guys aren't familiar already, did make I spelled their name wrong. I forgot the D. Did make my VTuber model and is very talented, and you should absolutely go commission them. But
Correct.
yeah, look at that. Look, it's the goons. We got Choggy and Choggy. We learned that Choggy's blue. Throughout the creation.
I love
We
his hat.
got green Choggy, we
does-
got
he does
fleshy
have a
Choggy, we got Choggy, we got metal Choggy, we got spicy Choggy.
This is also inaccurate because we found out that grungs do have teeth. Choggy does not have teeth, which honestly is probably for the better.
We don't talk about
He
the
didn't grow
Better
them out
for
yet. He's only
our
2 years old.
safety.
we don't talk about the teeth.
But yeah, no, this was made for a CG, and I hope you enjoy it.
Off screen is Crest, taking the picture.
True.
Good joke there.
Good.
Yes, CG, thank you very much for running that game for us.
It was my absolute pleasure to do so for you goons.
Goons.
Yeah.
Speaking of goons, you're one of us now.
I am.
Gobble, gobble, one of us. We accept them, one of us.
I have been demoted from god to goon.
True.
That's-
No.
True.
No. Being a player is not a demotion. It means you have less work to do.
True.
True.
All the
As we
benefits
have
with less responsibility.
correct. That's a question for me, methinks.
That is a question for you.
Hold on.
He's thinking.
Hold on.
He's processing.
Do they want to join in call or just on the mic?
I think they could just walk on over.
That's true.
It's just using mine, guys. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
Hey everybody! Congrats on beating, the Curse of Strahd. Good job, guys.
It's Quista.
Yeah!
Yee.
We're gonna use Strahd's head like a soccer ball.
True.
But yeah, I just wanted to, do something nice for you guys because you went through the entire campaign. Good job. What was it, 2.5 years? Congratulations.
And a half.
Oh god, it
Yeah.
was 2.5 years.
So,
Jesus Christ.
something nice for you
My-
guys. That's all.
Yeah.
My first full
Have a
campaign.
good game today. I
Thank
will
you,
leave.
Krista.
Bye!
Thank you,
Bye.
Krista.
Thank you very much.
Bye, baby.
All right.
Yeah.
But with those formalities and a gift to our the gentle goon whom I am taking the reins from on this, if we don't have any further business, I think we can get started.
I have business.
What is your business?
Ha! 4.
Oh, you're doing a test roll.
Yes.
That's right, we do test rolls here.
Haha, you said do you?
We do.
Ooh.
9.
That's a 20. Good try, Sen.
You did not miss the D.
6.
Damn, look at that. Consistency.
The consistency of this party is wild.
Please, someone roll a third 6.
Consistency.
Consistency.
But what
Constant
about the
Novel?
consistency of the 5th edition fighter?
Oh dear
Yeah!
God!
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
He's
All right.
here!
No
He's come
way.
for our bones!
Okay, since you all seem to be able to
That is legit.
coordinate
Hey,
And
that bodes really
alter-
poorly for us considering what we're going into.
and alter the very algorithm itself.
Jake, you've been playing with me for how long? You know that that's just what I do.
It's true. Gaia has some sort of powers. I swear. He dissects my storylines, foils my villains. It's only fitting that he join you for this event. That they join you for this adventure. So, I am going to start off this with a brief introduction, a primer that I didn't read off in its entirety to the wonderful chat last time, because we have to set the scene for this adventure. This is Ædos, yes, but there are several regions, several nations within it that could potentially be the home for this setting. I am going to say this out and out. I am going to offer you all a collective pool with, let's see, you had 3 numbers the same. In that, I'm going to offer you, in a collective pool, 3 points of inspiration.
Yeah!
Y'all can take 'em.
I don't need
Interesting.
them. I don't need that shit.
I'll take that shit.
I'm here to bonk. That's it.
I will take one of these.
I see. So, I believe...
Yoink.
Understandable.
Yoink.
Yoink. The year is... Actually, I need to get you guys some music, don't I?
Yes.
Yeah.
That'd be ideal.
Put on the golems.
No.
But yes,
Music, you say?
Music, correct.
Muzak.
Do-do-do-do.
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
I'm trying to find the right song here.
Hmm?
Eyes emoji.
Yeah.
Emoji? Which one?
Eyes emoji, as always. The year is 219. 219 years have passed since the arrival of elves onto the continent, and the proliferation of and their subsequent proliferation in terms of their influence and people. But this has come at a cost. The once well-off and well-entrenched powers of various regions that the elves had begun to explore found themselves in more and more precarious positions as the Drael became the dominant power of the continent. Some 4 years ago, there was a failed attempt to overthrow one of these elven fleet admirals in the port city of Kerlay in the southwest of the continent by subtle means. The group revealed to be responsible for this assassination was a collective band of warlord judges whose power had stood unchecked in the Seychelles Valley well before the elves landed on the continent. The Sanguarian Court. After the discovery and the revelation of their fault in the matter, the forces of the Sanguarian began to occupy a small farming village near the junction of the Seychelles and Mesanor rivers. And in those years since, it has been found out through no small cost that this occupation is not aimless. The Sanguarian have been consolidating their resources, raising a sprawling fortress atop a rise known to the locals as Argent Hill. And though that much is known, the agents who have infiltrated the ranks of the Sanguarian have not reported back to the party's allies recently, much to the concern of the court's main foe and the allies of our party, the Liberval militia. The militia that sprang up in defiance of this occupation has been on the back foot for nearly all of it. Failed sieges, attempts to smuggle individuals out of the city, all holding limited success, to the point where the Liberval had to send emissaries to the great cities of the age, Ecclesia, Patronage and Aspera Petra, and Kelthena, to petition for aid before one final attempt to free Orain from its foul occupants. And our player characters are that aid. We've had some introduction behind the screen, but I think we need to begin with Virgil. J. Frost. Virgil finds himself asleep at this time. You've always been sort of calmed by the rain, and you find it incredibly easy to sleep during its steady downpour. And I need to give us some, after we have that introduction, need to get us something a little more fitting.
CG, I appreciate you timing out Pokemon Community Game, but I need you to know that you timed it out for 6 minutes.
I don't know how to fix that.
That's okay. I got you.
Understandable. Usually your sleep isn't always the most populated, but for about probably 5 or 6 months now, especially, Your dreams have become unsettled. You find yourself at this time in a very familiar place to you, a place where you were brought into the clergy of the Speaker of Fathoms, where you once became an acolyte of his followers and eventually progressed through the ranks of this clergy. You find yourself outside of the Grand Temple practically on the lakefront in Ecclesia. At this time. What's strange to you is that no one is around right now. No real other human beings. No mortals of any kith or kin to speak of. And you can't really make out what the weather is in the sky. Go ahead and describe Virgil for the audience, with the understanding that he knows something is very wrong where he stands.
To those who would look upon Virgil's form, they would see simplistically, they would see an air ganassi that seemingly is around mid-20s, of a medium size, standing at over 5 feet 8 inches, approximately weighing 170 pounds, with grayish hair and light blue skin. His eyes are a deep blue, like that of the sky. He kind of just looks around, and while not dour, his demeanor is shown to be more along the lines of just somewhat of a repetitive exhaustion of dealing with this entire, well, sequence. Adorned upon him is clerical priestly garments. Though if one listens well enough, they can hear the sound of what appears to be metal underneath those garments, not giving out too much of a sound. He begins his walk, still looking, and he takes in a deep breath of the air through his nostrils, and as he exhales through his mouth, he just goes, another day of this repetitive nonsense. Oh well. Let's see what fresh hell awaits me. As he kinda just continues to stride forward, keeping ever vigilant. While he walks, he has a surprisingly well-rounded shield, while also trudging along with a well-adorned and well-made warhammer. His cloak billowing just a little bit because of the breeze. And he just continues to look. And as he walks, there's a small bit of a nice static charge around him. He walks and continues forward, taking in the sights, somewhat aloof, but definitely vigilant in his walk.
Okay. As you turn over your shoulder, you see now an individual has joined you. A friend of sorts. Well, to call him a friend and is a bit of an understatement. A brother is more apt of the term. You see a gentleman with, starting with graying hair, wearing a set of red robes, denoting him of a brother of a priesthood adjacent to your own. You recognize a comrade of the cloth, Dante. Oh, Virgil, what are you doing here?
I could say the same for you.
Oh, this is the temple after all. This is where we've gathered whenever the speaker has made himself known to the oracles. I'd like you to roll an intelligence or a history check of your choice. Virgil.
I will take a history check. That's a 15.
You haven't seen Dante in probably 5 or 6 years. And he looks exactly as he did the last time you saw him.
What's it been, old friend? 5, 10 years?
Far too long, all the same.
Time just keeps on slipping. That's it.
It's funny that you mentioned time. It's you can't turn it back, but maybe you can make sure that it turns right for others.
Can I insight that?
Absolutely.
Alright. Inciting I shall go. That's an 18.
This is you get the sense that by either reaching out to you in this way and not other means, that it's probably not great news for Dante. My time is short, Virgil. But I need you to know. Ferotis keeps back storms of all kinds from the elements. But the storm that is coming soon is beyond anything Ferotis could manage to restrain. I pray that he grants you the strength to weather it. and the scene behind him and the temple is immediately swept into your view as you see entire sections of it just explode out. There's beams of reddish light that pierce up through the earth and the stonework. The building blocks get scattered in a massive cloud up in a circle above the skyline of Ecclesia. You see 7, 8, 20, 30, 100 more of these lights in the distance over the city skyline. And after a moment, each of these like building blocks, these buildings that have been forced into the air, coalesce into themselves and explode out into a ring of you can't describe it. You can't even remember the sheer destruction that is wrought in front of you. But you know you've seen it before. And as the explosion hits you, that's when you wake up. The scene around you is a dank and dark. Honestly, it's a mine shaft that has been repurposed into a sort of barrack. But you're awoken to the sound of someone, Master Virgil. You see a silver-scaled dragonborn that you would know as Erita, trying to get your attention.
He kind of stirs after kind of being jolted up, and he just goes, "Yes,
I apologize for waking you, but there is... I think we have the last of those individuals that we were waiting for before we conducted a war council. Anton has asked for everyone that is to be involved be present.
Yes, now I understand. Give me a moment of reprieve, and I will be there shortly."
Understood. We will await you there. We will follow Erita's perspective for a moment as he wanders through these mine shafts until he arrives at a very, to call it ramshackle bar is not an understatement, where the remainder of you are kind of standing with a door of finer stonework and some manner of magical ward stands behind, where we meet the remainder of our party. We'll start CG with your character.
Standing at about 6 foot, with his arms crossed and his tail kind of swishing ever so lightly back and forth. Of a not so much stern consonance, but a serious one, is a panther tabaxi standing attentive. He is currently decked out in a rather nice-looking back cape to accentuate his yellow training gi. A lack of a weapon being one of the, other than a simple short bow, being of note. You can see that he has pink eyes that seem to dart around the room, just kind of taking in as much information as he can, learning, studying, kind of getting a sense of the situation.
As you are taking in the situation as it is described to you, a human man with very pale skin and sunken in eyes just goes back and forth to looks back and forth between some of the other members of the room. I don't suppose there is any sense in planning any further without acquiring the last member of our group. And he's going to gesture off of his right hand to our next character, Verena. Sen, if you will.
A rather large woman leans against one of the stone walls, and one might get the impression based on her height and build that she was holding it up. It is hard to tell what exactly Verena is, as she has features that some from various races. The only thing that separates her from possibly being a half-elf is her skin and hair, that are an unnatural shade of blue and a shifting rainbow shade respectively. One could come to the conclusion that she wasn't human at all anymore. Mutter whispers. Hushed voices wherever she would go would talk about some sort of curse or deals with devils, the Fae, the Oti. Her worldly. The rumors varied from town to town.
I'll admit I'm a little more than intrigued that you mentioned that these effects that are occurring are little more than spells that some accomplished wizards could cast. Think I might actually be familiar with one or two of them, but individuals being dropped into some. The description of this latest one in particular sent someone to a sort of grayed out plane of existence. I can't quite make heads or tails of it. Perhaps you have seen something in your travels, Marcus. As Gaia, if you will if you would gladly describe the character that everyone sees, as Anton gestures towards you.
Sat on probably a pretty wobbly stool at this ramshackle makeshift bar, just munching on some stale bread. Marcus kind of cocks his head to the side. He's a 5'10", human-looking man. With mid-length, slicked back, really dark hair, gray eyes, very light stubbling on the chin. He wears very little armor or covering. Really just a hide and fur mantle with a hood and on either shoulder made of wolf's heads. The fur is similarly a black, if not dark brown, but it's oddly accented with a very reddish brown in a lot of the trim. As the ambient torchlight kind of plays out, you could also swear that his hair almost has, like, rivulets of ember, almost fire running through it. And as he kind of thinks there,
I have told you when I arrived, Anton. I am not certain. Most of my travels have been dealing with monsters, less sorcery, especially not of this caliber.
You mentioned that your patron, Anton, will turn from Marcus towards your character next, Tart. Will you introduce Aurora to us?
Aurora, I will not only introduce to you, I will show to you. If you want to throw the art up on screen, Jake. But in the meantime, Aurora is standing at a whopping 3 foot tall, and appears to be a pink-skinned fairy individual. Rather than armor, she's wearing a very boisterous clothing, very sparkly, very colorful, much like herself and her features. You notice that there is a rather than what could be considered like body moisture, like sweat or anything like that, it seems to be substituted for a thin layer of like silver sparkles across the body. The hair is a multicolored, like a rainbow fashion with a very thin underlining of silver. And her biggest defining feature is that when she speaks, her tongue appears to be silver, either made of it or colored that way. You're unsure. Shout to Bun, who made this for me.
Mm-hmm.
Can you repeat the question one more time?
For brevity's sake, Anton is attempting to discern if you have any sort of input on like what some of these more strange magical effects, particularly like the instance of someone being like sent to another, what you can only assume to be another plane based on the description he offered.
I'm going to go with with the information that I recall from when we did session 0. Well, from what I'm able to tell, Aurora's behavior is very like happy-go-lucky. She seems very happy, very innocent. From what I'm able to tell, rather than, you know, them trying to go somewhere with these magic portals, perhaps something is trying to come out from the other side, which sounds quite interesting to me. I'm sure Lady Crane has taken quite an interest in it, and that seems to be why I am here. How long that shall remain? Well, we'll have to see. She smiles.
As Erita kind of enters, pardon my interruption, but I would hope that our alliance would hopefully lead to a more permanent our temporary alliance might lead to a more permanent arrangement. Having an archfey on our side when we're potentially dealing with monsters such as the Sanguarian are...
Oh dear, of course. Depending on how this goes, I will make sure to put in a good word for you with Lady Crane. That I solemnly swear.
It gets us fewer answers. You said you're a man of the arena. Perhaps you've experienced this phenomenon yourself. As Anton will turn to, I believe, the last of the characters we have to introduce. Willie, go ahead and describe your character. As Anton's attention turns.
Standing at a whopping 3 for 10, weighing in at 130 or 23 pounds. Rockman Jones is a Earth Ganassi dressed in a mix between monk robes and like survivalist gear. In his hands, he holds a really fancy looking quarterstaff made of corundum, which is like a hard red-ish stone, adorned and just decorated with amethyst dragon scales. At the top and bottom of it are like a lotus flower made of those scales as well. And oh, sweet, it works.
Hey, yo!
It's a pixel art gif, and I love it.
He's fucking vibing, bro.
I love this.
That's good. That's so nice.
He's schmoving.
That's
Totally,
so cool.
totally not a Dota 2 character that I'm ripping off.
Uh-huh.
He's jamming.
Anyway. All right. It's after being moderately flummoxed with the seeming lack of direct experience, Anton will be turning his attention back to you, Verena. As the last member of your party, Virgil, enters this sort of war room. This ramshackle, slightly less ramshackle than the bar war room. Ah, Master Stormbringer, it's good to see you're awake. I take it that you were at least able to get some rest.
J Frost.
Frost, that's you.
My apologies. Just wanted to make sure I got clear throat.
Yeah. Yep. Understandable.
So, I believe this is our merry band. He kind of gives a small, kind of happy smile. His eyes are a little droopy, kind of due to the fact that his sleep was not all that great. And he just looks around and goes, "You are the ones I'm to work with, correct?"
The pleasure is yours.
Yeah, understood. He kind of just bows his head.
Incorrect. I just came here for the drinks.
Enjoy the drinks.
Erita and Anton both turn. I'm sorry, this is not the. This is not the good wine. We have not busted out the good wine.
You're telling me that you have had good wine this entire time?
Marcus, not now.
No wine for me, please.
You have been holding out on me, Anton.
With good reason, we are saving it for if we win.
Fair enough.
You can keep your wine. I'm not much for a drink. Water is my only sustenance of need. So, what is the current plan?
The current plan seems to be a matter of infiltration. Well, infiltration is a slight misnomer. Our allies to the west have a significant force. The city of Diplion. It's the dwarven fortress to the far northwest. Have forces that can depart for Orain at our earliest notification. We originally brought you here to see if you could get to the root of these phenomenon going on throughout the various lands on either side of the Seychelles River that have been going on in increasing frequency and increasing magnitude in the weeks past. But as we have come to the conclusion, I do believe, thanks to your sage advice, Knight Errant, we may not have the time. We may not have the luxury of time on our side.
That does seem a tad bit concerning. I do believe we can still make it.
Your positivity is welcome, to say the least. I have been thinking, and I think our best course of option is to take advantage of resources that we may already have. We have the option of infiltrating the town. You are new. You are all at least somewhat new to this region and might not necessarily be recognized by the denizens within. Or potentially I could await the word of one of our agents, as we have heard rumor of a potential secret entrance to a space that the Sanguarian have been excavating underneath the keep that they have established.
Something like that would definitely come in handy.
Given that this is your lives at stake here, and we have discussed compensation for those of you that arrived here most at the later hour. I believe the decision should be yours on what course of action you intend to take.
I am admittedly flexible in this endeavor. On one hand, infiltration and acrobatics I am skilled in, but not so much dealing with people. On the other, this secret tunnel that you have mentioned is intriguing, but potentially unreliable if we have to wait for it.
Oh dear, you don't have to worry about being good with people. That's why I'm here. Trust me. It'll be fine. I'm very good with people. I'm very good with magic. And well, what we need to do, we can figure it out.
If you were worried about people being recognized, I am surprised that you have invited me, Anton. You should know more than anyone that my reputation precedes me.
The reputation precedes the beast more than a simple man by the name of Marcus.
Fair enough.
That is the man we are hoping to reach. If you are successful, you may be able to show them the true meaning behind the legend, but that is potentially if things go entirely sideways.
I am usually considered the fool, but you take the cake if you think a woman with blue skin and... She pulls down a strand of hair. Fiery hair is going to be able to blend in and infiltrate.
Which is the concern. In order for such a thing to happen, we may need to send for our reinforcements early to lend a distraction. The Sanguelian have the people of Orion in their grasp, and they have no small amount of soldiers to defend their walls. Which is why, in order to preserve as many lives as possible, we are even considering sending a group of well-trained individuals forward. Or at least competent individuals.
Sell swords.
Sell swords is... I don't like what that term implies because it puts us on the same level as the Sanguarian. They employ common thugs. We have been employing people with conviction. Conviction to try to free these people that have been imprisoned for... who have been held under their grasp for 4 years. A man who's kind of settled into the corner to the right of Anton, covered in a myriad of scars that you would recognize as Marin. Actually, that's not the handout. That is the handout that I did select. Kind of shifts uncomfortably at the mention of the plight of the individuals of Orain.
Can I insight that?
Absolutely. It's in plain enough view of everyone to, if any of the rest of you would like to join in on this.
Dirty 20.
Alright, I'll inside it.
Ooh. Okay.
That's 20.
Nat 24.
17 for virtual.
27.
Dirty
Okay.
20.
I don't need to roll.
You are all going to absolutely beat his deception, but the way that Marin kind of had shifted uncomfortably, there's some either very recent or very powerful trauma behind that.
Your
Alright.
poker face is lacking.
My poker face is not the one to be concerned with. I am a man of the blade. Anton is a man of words. Well, written and perhaps threats, but when I am on the field, I do not flinch in the face of these creatures. Whatever the Sanguarian truly are.
Creatures, now you are talking my language. What information can you give me?
Marin kind of pauses. To call these things men, or to think that some of them were once human before, is to give them credence where they may not have. The creatures that rule over Orain now are monsters. In the truest sense, they take the face of men. I have seen one in particular, a woman with red hair. You see him kind of stumble over words as he tries to find them. She impaled a man in broad daylight, in the middle of the street. And worse still, the people looking on watched as she drank from him. I've never seen the like. Anton kind of stops. That's enough. Merlin, you do not have to say anymore. They have been, to our understanding, the Sanguarian court, at least their higher echelons, are some manner of undead that we have not, that have begun to. If their descriptions are correct, we believe that some of them may be able to defy the whims of time itself, and by that I mean they do not age. They do not have many of the qualities that the rest of their people, followers, sellswords, have as well.
Have I heard with this description of what they did, they're undead, they're kind of ageless. Can I insight or figure out what, or maybe have heard of undead like this?
I'm going to say this is going to require an Arcana check. To discern the nature of these creatures. Because they are very, very much inhuman.
Looking
Can
forward
I
to
get
this.
in on this?
Absolutely. I would offer
15.
Okay. And Sensuna got a 28.
A bad Arcana check.
Yeah, no. Verena in here, another great, probably a more analytical monster hunter than Marcus. I don't think that's unsafe to say. Splash, you will actually fail. You have not heard of undead that drink of people's blood before. Usually the extent of the undead you have heard about are restless spirits, beings that were not able to resolve some conflict or trauma in their life. Mindless bodies, skeletons that have been reanimated. This is newer to you. Verena, on the other hand, you have heard rumors about why the Sanguarian might have earned their name. Blood drinkers. The word vampire only ever hinted at, never said directly. For fear that these judges may one day hold dominion over people that judged them potentially unfairly. But if Marin's account holds true, these things actually exist.
So, we are dealing with vampires, it seems. Interesting.
At the discussion, at the mention of that name, anyone who did not previously make an Arcana check may do so. I will open up the check to see if mainly to see if any of the rest of you have heard of such things.
Jay,
13.
I can certainly try.
would it be possible to roll maybe either a history or religion concerning the undead for me?
5.
Given your clerical background, I'll allow a religion check.
Dope. 9.
Yeah, none of the rest of you have heard of vampires in any capacity before. But you now have a name to put to it.
Huh. Vampires.
Seriously, no one?
Not a one.
Worst undead I've ever dealt with was revenants.
I'm from the Feywild. We don't really deal with undead. They're gross.
Fighter, what do you want from me?
Oh, these things are really nasty. If you are unlucky, you become one of them.
That sounds unfortunate. Though admittedly it sounds similar to a lot of other undead, but by the sound of it, this is particularly bad.
We'll have to stay out of reach.
Whatever these creatures are, if they are the first of their kind, then I shall be proud to call myself the first vampire slayer.
All right.
I don't know a lot, but I am not sure if they would be able to do much to me. Or her. I point to the fairy.
Aurora will do a little, like, finger wave.
If they are undead, then they would, they would not want to tussle with me either. But enough talk. I am a sword and I need pointed in a direction. Where is our enemy, so that I may go slay them?
That is where we are at an impasse. Elta was expecting one of our runners to return today. The rest of your arrival was fortuitous. Elta, I will ask that you head back to check and see what exactly is going on. Out at the door. Any number of you may wish to join him in case we might be able to get you set off earlier than we think. Any advantage of time seems to be something we should take. I will speak with Marin about getting the information over to our friends in Diplion. Dwarven words sound wrong. I'll say that much. As he kind of turns over to Marin, who's at this point fumbling through a small end table, through a bevy of papers. You guys have, for the moment, free reign of the mine, or the war room and the bar.
I'd like to approach Rockman Jones.
So, my diminutive friend,
urge.
I cannot help but notice the scales on your staff there. Tell me about them.
Oh, I got it as like a reward, I guess you could call it.
Okay. But, what do you know about where the scales came from?
Well, obviously from a dragon. Strong one.
Yes, but it is not like any dragon I've ever seen.
Yeah, now that you think about it, that's true.
Interesting.
They pack a wallop, though.
I am certain.
And it's easy to, like, I don't know if attune is the right word. Vibe. Connect.
No, I
Ow.
think I know what you mean. I have some magical weaponry of my own that I have gathered over the years. Not least of all this.
And he hefts from like a really just primitive like sling on his side a stone spear that looks worn with age.
This has gotten me through every battle that I have ever been in. Right from the beginning.
Looks sturdy as all hell.
That it does, that it does. It has been through a lot. But you have my words as the beast of Gévaudan that it and I will see us through the day.
Yeah, that's the spirit.
Now, what says that you and I head outside and look for this individual at the door, and perhaps you should show me some of your fisticuffs. It has been too long since I have had a good sparring match. I long for the pancration days back in the Spirit Petra.
Yeah, now you're speaking my language.
Let's go! I think we're heading out front.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nobody else sees it, but Aurora off to the side hears that and just kind of rolls her eyes.
Sipping some tea.
All right.
I suppose with the others heading out, Splash would turn to the remaining members of the party or those drafted to the party and go, "So, we never did figure out exactly which option we wanted to pursue. And admittedly, I would like to hear everyone's capabilities, if possible. I
I
mentioned before-
personally want to do all of them. All at once.
I'm not sure if that's exactly what is being asked of us, but understood. But as I was saying earlier, my particular capabilities are in hand-to-hand combats, of a sense. I tend to prefer mobility over weapons or armor to keep me safe, and for the most part, it sees me through. If you need someone to get to a specific place, specific spot, and do something specific, I am your man.
Personally, I'd rather approach a more delicate approach. Honestly, I try my best to not go loud. The only reason one should go loud is because all other options have been exhausted. And thus I do believe that a more stealthy approach would be the best way.
Yeah, I'm not big on the whole fighting thing. So if we can avoid that as much as possible, that would actually be ideal for me.
I can do a little bit of everything, but like I said back there is nothing subtle about my style.
We'll just have to try our best then. Virgil kind of gives a sleepy smile, and he's just like, I do believe we can still make it.
Above game. Why are you playing D&D Orange Cassidy?
He just gives like a half thumbs up.
Who knows? Above game. In game, I know.
I would also kind of agree that stealth would be a better approach if possible.
I'm not sure the other two are going to really agree with this, though. I mean, they might, but I don't think they'll like it. We could always just let them go and do their own thing, and us sneak around in the meantime. Let them cause a bit of a distraction, if you will. Just an option.
We could. But then we lose 2 people.
There are a lot of unknowns about this. And mentioning of these vampires, I believe you called it. That's something I'm not familiar with, and I'd rather not approach and split our forces to deal with something I am unfamiliar.
Plus, do you really want the only person with knowledge on these things playing decoy duty?
I mean,
And she takes a sip of her wine. Very Kermit tea sip esque.
Goddamn.
If we, I will say that if we decide to go through the city and do infiltration, while I am not a particularly good liar or persuader, I can sort of get a feel for what people are saying, even if I do not understand them. So I'm pretty good about picking up errant information.
Yes, you also pick up on the subtle art of understanding.
Life is in all things. It is a universal constant, as is growth for everyone going through their lives. You learn to touch in on this, and you learn to connect with everything.
that's really deep.
Thank you.
A nice platitude.
Well then, I do believe we have our answer. Let's go grab the other two and be on our way.
I have a question before you go. I have a question for you. Your name is Stormbringer?
Kind of looks back.
Are we going to expect to have storms on our side? Because that'd be really cool.
Only if we have to go loud. Like I said,
But if we need to.
if we need to, then yes. I'll bring the thunder and lightning. But until then, let's just be like a gentle breeze. And he kind of just closes his eyes and gives a, like a lip-based smile.
Outside of the war room, actually, before we do that, pick which one of you is going to accost the two martial goons out front.
I speak their martial language. And it sounds like no one is disagreeing, so I shall be willing to head on out.
Mm.
As you get out, you can just see Rockman Jones just wailing against Marcus's abs, and with each land of a punch, Marcus's skin hardens into almost a molten bronze.
I want to come with.
Okay.
And Marcus is just standing there laughing, just like, ha 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 ha! Yes!
Man, you're a great punching bag.
I know. The skin of
Can
molten
I arcana
bronze.
that?
Sure.
Absolutely. Soft 20.
Marcus was about to explain it out loud anyway.
I'll allow you.
Because he
In that
loves
case.
talking about this fucking thing. The skin of molten bronze. While I was in Asbury Petra, taking part of their games, I won a progression tournament and was gifted this. It is a wonderful skin-tight liquid that covers my body and hardens in response to physical trauma. Or, to put it in modern meme speak, nanomachines, Jack!
My source is that I made it the fuck up.
Now I want to hear that in Marcus's voice. God damn it!
My sauce is that I made it the fuck up.
Hello, Jack. I am here for a 7-Eleven lottery ticket. Ho 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 ho.
And does anyone look at you differently because of that?
Yeah, most people do not see it because they do not try and hit me.
Lucky.
Yeah. Me, I'm just hard.
This is true. As he kind of just like taps the tip of his stone spear against your head, it just goes. I can also take the skin off, but most of the time I do not need to. It is durable armor, but without the drawbacks of such large, clunky plates.
Well, that is a fantastic capability in combat, and it's good that you earned this as opposed to simply buying it or purchasing it. Though I must say that sparring is about to come to an end. We have plans to make. We have come to a decision while we were out exchanging blows.
Very well. Are we taking the quiet route or knocking on their front door, as it were?
We are opting for stealth.
This is acceptable.
Internally, shit.
No, he's
No.
straight up just like, aight.
As you guys are out front,
Before, sorry to interrupt, Jake,
Yeah,
but
go ahead.
Before, just for clarification, there is the go through the town route, and then there is the wait for the tunnel route.
yeah.
And I'm just making sure that my ducks are in a row. That the stealth route is going through the underground.
There hasn't been much information provided about it, but from what we were able to gather in session 0 that I didn't repeat properly, they believe that there is a secret entrance to an excavation that is going on underneath the fortress that the Sanguarian put up over a particular hilltop that the town now sits near.
Hmm. Okay. Sorry, I know I voted for the stealthy approach, but I wasn't sure if that was because it was like infiltrate the town or go through the secret tunnel. Both are stealthy in their own way.
Yeah.
So I was a little confused.
To specify, going through the town, you would have to contend with potentially guards, and if you ask, they could theoretically have a distraction that allows you to enter during a siege.
Understood.
During a siege that would be waged.
Above
That's the
game,
options
I
that.
actually, above game, I actually do like the secret tunnel route a little more. So, I'm okay with this plan.
Works for me.
Rockman Jones disappears. Literally just stops being visible. And I will sneak away. I will roll stealth if I have to.
I will actually ask you to roll stealth. Because as you guys are out front, something odd this way cometh.
Oh. Do I get advantage for being invisible?
Yes, you will. Actually, I need to check something.
I took a piece of my armor, so...
You will have it. You will have it. You will have advantage. I just needed to check in.
Yes.
Okay, that's a 26 for Rockman. And that is... The rest of you can roll perception, if you so choose.
I'm okay.
As... you're in the cave, Aurora.
Oh yeah, I forgot this is outside.
Yeah, there's people outside.
I'm invested.
You probably check. Yeah.
but there's rain out there. I'm not going out there.
Well,
Why
there's
would
a-
I have to go outside in the rain and get my pretty little outfit and my pretty little hair wet when I could just stay inside the cave with my wine?
Just get a drawing
11.
pen.
Mood eternal. For those of you that are out front with Erita, you see Erita kind of peek up aside from all of this going on and Rockman disappearing. You see two individuals approaching the entrance to the mine. One of them is wearing clothing not entirely dissimilar to Anton's, but the other is a little strange. Well, when I say strange, it looks as gaudy as Aurora's.
Ayo.
And as these strangers approach, I believe this is a good time for us to take a bio break.
Sounds
Okay.
good.
Drink your legs.
No one can
Fresh
have
waters.
an outfit as gaudy as mine. It's me! I hear him laughing. Laughing.
Splash. It has been a long time since I have been with you.
Let's go!
He is much more somber this time around, though.
Oh, yeah?
Oh yeah, he was a bit more of a jokester in the other campaign he was in, but
Trauma?
the situations were never like super dire either, so I never really got a chance to show the serious side of him.
Fair
I'm just trying to
enough.
be Taz and failing. 'Cause I can't do a Brooklyn accent.
Nee, Joey Wheeler, nee.
Or Brooklyn or Queens, I don't know.
Well, do
Big
I have a
Bill.
substitute for you? Have you considered putting on a Tony Schiavone accent impression?
Good fucking luck.
I can't do his accent.
Well,
Yum,
suffer, I guess.
yum, 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 yum.
I can aim for a New Yorker accent.
Hey, I'm walking
over here.
I love that that was never a thing New Yorkers did, but New Yorkers fell in love with it so much they adopted it.
All except that one woman who got really mad at that one fucking I think it was a TikTok, who, like, saw a guy doing it and then got on his ass like, hey, we don't do that. We don't do that. We don't speak that. Shut the fuck up. And the guy, as he started walking away, goes, hey, I'm walking here. And then she comes
Oh,
back and
God.
starts beating his ass.
Oh god, do you guys remember the one where the lady just like we finally arrived in New York City, and the guy is just like from like a
Shut the
building or
fuck
something.
up.
Hey lady, shut the fuck up!
Yeah, that's pretty New York.
Ah,
I remember when the Buddhists tried to get me. The fake Buddhists tried to get me when I went to New York.
I'm sorry, fake Buddhists?
Yeah, no, they're absolutely like dudes who will dress up as like fake monks, fake Buddhists, and they'll just come up to you. They mainly aim for tourists because New Yorkans are fucking smart and know not to deal with that shit. But they will absolutely come up to you and try to like give you like jewelry and prayers and stuff, and then try to take your money.
Yeah.
And they tried to get me, and I said, haha, no thanks.
Haha, joke's on you. I'd duct tape my wallet across my chest.
That's not how Buddhism works.
Like, they'll straight, like, grab your hands and everything and, like, try to slip, like, bracelets on and then, like, be like, all right, give me money. I gave you a bracelet.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
What
no.
about
Oh.
time?
Oh,
Oh, no.
There we go.
He's
You're back.
I don't know how far I got before I roboted.
They grab your
I
hands
mean-
right before.
Oh, yeah, they grab your hands and then they, like, try to slip, like, jewelry, like, bracelets and shit on, mainly, like, beads and things. And then they be like, okay, give me money. I gave you a bracelet. You must give me money now. And it's like, haha, no.
Yeah, they try to like force you to buy shit.
Yeah.
I had to dodge one of those people. They didn't come for me directly, but I was in the vicinity of that kind of grift the last time I was in Italy. And we're going to Rome again this year, so I hope I don't have to do that shit again.
You're
fucking
gonna.
hate Rome. I fucking hate Rome. I don't want to go back to Rome. That place sucks.
It was like a group of like
Miller.
4 of
sounds a
them
little
that came up to me.
I'm not Milla. I'm Gaia.
That sounds a little sus, Gaia. That sounds like Carthage talk.
Green.
Yes.
Milla is in the Monday game.
It's Gaia, the fierce knight!
Ever run into the I found a ring scammers?
Not personally, no, but I've heard of that one.
While in Rome, have you ever seen a guy throw like a bunch of coins on the ground and then people just scamper all over them? Sorry, I'm making an Assassin's Creed reference.
Another big one is, I mean, it's a big thing just fucking all over a lot of European places, but just people walking up and just trying to like sell you phone cases and shit. And the trick in Italy especially is if you talk to them, like if you tell them no verbally, that's their cue to keep going because they know they can wear you down. Because as soon as you verbally say something, they know that you're a tourist. You have to wave them away to get them to not think that you're a tourist, because that's what all the locals do. You gotta give them the Italian hand language.
You gotta give them the gabagoo.
That's only like 10% joking.
They try to give me a piece of their. They try to give me a piece of this scam pizza. I give them a piece of the pasta la vista, baby.
Also, fun tip.
Man, Jay Frost, you got there eventually, man. I'm so proud of you.
Look, the gerbil is on strike, and I refuse to negotiate with that terroristic gerbil.
Wear a jacket around your waist.
Yep. That's real.
I should probably take the bio break. I'll be right back.
Yeah, I'm gonna go take a bio break and get me some juice.
I got caffeine, which I'm going to regret knowing what I'm going to be doing to my voice later once everything goes loud.
Yeah.
But I also need it.
Comrade.
I also know that I'm going to need it because I'm tired as fuck.
Let's go. Hey, Gaia, at least you don't have to be up at 6 a.m. tomorrow.
Whoa.
2 thumbs up from your
True,
boy.
I gotta
Tart.
be in the office at 9.
Lucky bastard.
Yeah.
Your boy
Boring as
works
shit,
7 to
but-
5:30 tomorrow. Let's go. Fuck my life.
Yay?
Gross. Tanners are fucking awful.
Yeah, they're pretty shitty. But I then get Thursday off, which is pretty good.
Eh.
I had
Hey.
today off, so.
That's pretty good.
And then Friday, it's the same thing again. Let's go. Fuck my life.
Oof.
That's fine. It
Tart.
could be worse. Yes. Hello. That is me. I am the one who was koala'd.
The problem I see here is you are carrying all the weight in this relationship.
Yeah?
You need to tell Nugget to get off his ass and get a job.
I was about to turn around and yell at him, but he's not actually up here. I thought he was.
All right. He is not, unfortunately, but he is.
He is
He is a
downstairs.
whole ass bitch.
He's a whole
he's-
bitch.
He's been really needy lately, and
He was needy yesterday because he didn't get his walk yesterday. Because
Understandable.
I was fucking exhausted when I woke up, so I had to take that extra 15 minutes instead of giving him his normal morning walk. But it's okay, because then he got a long one this morning.
Oh yeah, satisfaction.
Yes.
He finally got that satisfaction.
All this talk about like tourist traps and whatnot just reminded me of like an old video I saw where it was like this Muppet guy just talking about living in New York and tourists coming to visit New York. I don't remember it. I remember it's like he was like in a jumpsuit or some shit.
What, like a fucking Eric Andre bit?
No. This is a YouTube thingy.
Like an Eric Andre bit?
Burn up.
I'm back.
J Frost back. Steamky Frost. No, he's not back.
Yeah, we are experiencing a delay frost.
Ah.
He might be the storm that's approaching, but Marcus is subhuman.
I love how we have covered both Revengeance and Devil May Cry 5.
I mean, I'm here, so that was bound to happen.
I'm surprised one of us isn't talking in a Brazilian accent, and he's a samurai fighter.
No, unfortunately,
We could call Helix. We'd get one of those two things.
I feel like we are going to get betrayed on this quest, Jake.
Yeah,
What?
probably by me.
What? No. No. Maybe.
You could say they played us like a damn fiddle.
Ah.
That's assuming that Marcus has a brain cell to rub a bow on.
Yeah, in Dumpstat, brothers. -1 crew, let's go.
Oh, I have 2 -1s.
You have
Wiley,
2?
do you have good harmonics?
I don't know why. Try hitting me.
Clunk.
Yeah, I have an 8 in both intelligence and wisdom.
Oh,
Oh, good.
that's unfortunate.
Oh, ooh.
It's okay. Don't ask me
It
why,
is.
just know that's okay.
It is. I'm a 17th level fighter. I have Indomitable. Oh no, I failed a saving throw. No, I didn't.
Bro, take it from me. Fighters at home, take it from me. If you are playing a fighter, do yourself a favor. If you have low wisdom, take resilience, take it in wisdom saves. It will take you miles.
If you need to concentrate on spells,
My
do
buddy
that
did
for
it,
con.
and I personally witnessed him shrug off several charm effects from demon lords, actual demon lords, and I took it in the Curse of Strahd with a mind-controlling vampire. It's worth your time.
I would like to point out, as the one in control of mind-controlling vampire, that single-handedly make said mind-controlling vampire not target him.
Wait, what happened?
We're just talking about why resilience on wisdom saves as a fire is a good fucking thing to do.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying you have to. I'm just saying it's a good fucking idea. It is worth
It
your time.
helps. It helps.
I think we're all back.
All right.
Yes.
Up front.
Yeah.
No, I'm J Frost.
You're about to be in the ground. Sorry.
Finally, I can get the nap I've always wanted.
Let's go.
Finally get that sleep.
Hey.
Don't worry about that.
And I'm Javert.
Do not forget my name.
Jesus Christ, CG, I'm now getting trauma. I saw the fucking pop back up, and my brain went, oh no, they're going to just keep popping back up over and over again.
Hey, we set the bug report, so
We
it's
did
on
send
there.
The bug report.
Where did I put that? Oh, I swear to God, if I didn't actually save the
What happened?
tokens for that.
Essentially, we've had several encounters with a bug in our game where I'll delete a token, from a map, and because for some reason, like CG, it will often be under CG's control because of Druid, Wild Shape, whatever, and we've discovered sort of what causes it recently in that while he's messing with his sheet, it will sometimes cause it to reappear. We don't know why. But we finally figured out it's something with the sheet, and we have sent in a bug report to Roll20 hey, we've been experiencing this for a while. We don't know why this happens.
And the best part is, they actually got back.
They did get back, and they also said,
Huh.
That's fucking weird.
Yeah, that's basically what they said.
Bro, what the fuck is this shit? Hold up.
But yeah.
All right. As these two, if we are ready to continue, I believe we shall.
Verily.
Verily.
As we return to our party, or at least the party up front at the gate, you all see an individual, the two individuals coming forth, one dressed in the clothing like Anton, as said before, and one dressed in what I can only describe to be some of the fanciest attire you've seen today outside of Aurora's. This one is wearing what looks like a proper gown with corset, everything.
I presume I am not within the vicinity to be able to see
Unfortunately,
these individuals.
you are not, Aurora. However, Erita, Splash, Marcus, Rockman, Verena are. Did Virgil join? I forget.
No, apologies. I accidentally clicked that, so please disregard that.
We're chatting.
Yeah. Just having a good old time. Sipping some tea and wine.
I'm trying to gauge his secrets.
Okay. I need... So, with those perception checks, Splash, you will get that. You will make that check successfully. Actually, Marcus will as well as... yeah, the three of you, Verena, Marcus, and Splash, all see the woman in the back, despite all of this, despite this gown, is wearing a fairly ornate traveling cloak and has the hood up to conceal her face. You hear... Go ahead.
Splash will just kind of seeing strangers approach, knowing that this is what it is, he will kind of stance up a little bit, like tense up, prepared for if something goes wrong or if these are not welcome.
Okay. The individual in front kind of steps to the side after a moment as you all tense up, or at least as you Splash tense up. I don't suppose you would know who exactly this man belongs to. You see, I found him somewhere that he shouldn't have been. The hooded woman in the back is speaking at this time. He was quite informative. He told me all about where I could find his friends, and I would like to see them. After all, I wouldn't want any sort of misunderstanding about how he ended up where he did.
Above game. Jake, based on my check earlier, would I know lore about vampires and invitations?
Based on your previous Arcana, given that it was a 28, you would have likely heard that rumor of some of the one of the particular attacks being of that stood out in your memory, at least, of an individual coming to having a visitor arrive and end up being one of the Sanguarians. Specifically that instance.
So is that a yes?
That's a likely yes.
Be careful around these two. Do not invite them inside. I mutter to the group.
Are you attempting to conceal this from the rest?
Yes.
Or okay. I would like either a sleight of hand or a stealth check of your choice. Okay. That is a 4, unfortunately. The remainder of you see her attention turn towards Verena. Oh, and that is... What reason do you have to distrust me? After all, I am a figure of authority in these lands. I am a judge from Westcliff. I was visiting some peers of mine in Orain, and we found this gentleman here. I simply wish to conduct an investigation.
His uniform bears a resemblance to an old acquaintance of mine, but I have not seen him in some time.
Make a deception check, Marcus.
Sure thing. 18.
I see. I see. Then perhaps you are the one I should speak to.
Well.
As this woman locks eyes with you, you see from underneath the cloak now a sort of a red mist begin to seep from the eyes that begin to glow. And I need you to make a wisdom save.
That is a 14.
Okay, that wisdom save actually. Don't know why I rolled the die out of habit. More than anything, that is not going to pass.
All right, let it rock.
You are now charmed.
Cool.
Oh, but then perhaps you might tell me how you came to know this man and why you sent him to Orain.
I have not sent this man anywhere. I simply said that his uniform reminds me of somebody that I know.
And who might that be? Clayton.
Oh. An old world Damien. Well,
Scratch that. The Kingdom of Rhodium proper doesn't exist yet.
Kingdom of Rhodium proper does not exist yet.
an old man of... I'm not sure what his rank would be right now. I've not really had that much of an opportunity to catch up. Last I heard, I think he is somewhat important, but it is hard to say.
But as I said, I have
Never met that man next to you in my life.
I see. I apologize for the misunderstanding. If it is at all possible, do you happen to know of an Anton or a Marin? Those were a couple of names that this man mentioned to me, and they are of persons of interest.
I am acquainted with the two.
Do you happen to know where they might be at this time?
I could probably fetch them.
Be a dear and do that, and do just that. Please.
Very well. I shall make preparations.
At this juncture, do we kind of notice that something is a little off here?
Oh. As soon as Marcus agrees after Verena straight up told him, that's when it becomes concerning.
Here. How about I go?
Very well. It does not really matter.
And as Splash kind of goes back in and kind of gives an eye to... Actually, who would be behind him? I guess it would be Verena, right?
I believe so.
He's gonna exchange like a look to Verena.
Could you give them a message inside? Tell the little one this. And Verena is going to say the Sylvan word for vampire. She will find it hilarious.
Splash will... Let me just double check. Yeah. Splash will kind of like raise an eyebrow a little bit. Just, he doesn't understand the word, but he can repeat it. And he hurries on inside.
I see.
So, sorry.
No, that's just a dice roll. Don't worry about it.
Mm-hmm. May I continue, or do you wish to continue with the outside group?
You may continue, and I will get to the inside group here in a moment.
Okay. Since I'm going on to the inside group, then by all means, go ahead.
Verena, you will see the woman kind of tilt her head, looking at you, looking in sort of confusion. Have I met you before? I think I have heard a tale or two, but I don't believe I have I have had the pleasure. You may call me Lady Isabel. And you?
It is a pleasure, I am sure.
Oh, I have heard tales of the nights that the elves ascend. I did not expect to see one this far within our domain.
Funny, that.
What purpose? I implore you, perhaps you should give me a modicum, if you will allow me a modicum of indulgence. I would ask, Are you by chance properly in the employ of the Knights Marinus at this time, or are you on unofficial business? We have agreements with with the Admiralty in Calais after an unfortunate misunderstanding.
I've been given a job to handle this way. I am not high enough to say much else.
I see. That's not. I'm going to ask for a deception check for that. Okay. And with okay. I guess I'm coming to the point where I have to decide, do I do a defender's advantage or meets it beats it? I'll meet somewhere in the middle. Sen, call high or low. Okay. With a 17 on the roll-off die, you'll see another tilt of the head, of the hood, more so than the head. Out of curiosity, Rockman, what are you doing right now as this has been going on?
Observing, and I'm about to give myself some temp HP.
Okay.
With this doesn't break invisibility, right? Not a spell. It's not aggressive.
Let me check the spell, actually.
Well,
oh, this is
Neither of them are spells. That's the weird thing. There's no.
But you can magically become invisible, and I would treat that. I'm looking to the wording of that to see how I might interpret that.
Okay.
Because the invisibility spell grants it in very much a similar way. Or the invisible condition, rather.
Like, I mean, either way, I would want just a temp HP all day.
There's nothing saying that it would break that. That is not a spell. That is a. That is an
Just
ability.
innate,
You will not.
yeah.
Your invisibility will not break.
All right, so I roll D plus 5. Great. I gain a whole 6 temp HP. That's
Okay.
6 more than I had.
Hey.
And I will
Points. Points are points, man.
How many of them are here?
Of the actual individuals of the party,
How many targets am I looking at if I were to attack in retaliation?
there seems to be only the lady that seems to be doing a majority of the speaking, and the individual that appears like they belong to the Libraval.
Okay. I am. Oh, fuck. I'm just gonna hold action Hunter's Mark in case something happens.
Okay.
I'm on standby.
It's at this
Basically,
time. Yeah, go ahead.
I just want to be the one to make the surprise attack if it were to happen, and not be the
Okay.
one ambushed.
I will say you won your contest from earlier, so in the event of a surprise round, you will have one. We'll take you now inside to Splash.
Basically, as soon as he thinks he can get out of sight and out of sound of this individual, he's going to start booking it down down into the mine to where everyone else was.
Okay. I think it's time now to grant you a map.
Oh. I cannot control my character.
That is. Hold on. You ought to be able to. We're having this issue again. Lovely. Save settings.
Oh,
Update default token.
There we go.
Let me make sure we have everyone's. Roll 20. Why are you wigging out on me like this?
Well, 20's been weird.
Hold on. I'm going to refresh my page for just a moment.
Luckily, that won't disrupt the music.
Thankfully, yes. Roll 20. What are you doing?
He's freaking
Being
out.
Silly.
Roll 20's wigging out on me. Hold on. Bingus.
I'm holding
There
on,
we
but I'm
go.
slipping.
I'm slipping!
Okay. That should be. You should have control of your token now, J Frost.
I do.
Mine works
Diddly,
fine.
diddly, 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 do.
Yours works fine, Tart?
Yes.
Or
Yeah.
Sen, do you have control of yours?
There just seems to be an error. I don't have control over J Frost.
Oh, I see. Tragedy.
When have we ever had control over J Frost?
Okay, this is
Ugh.
getting
You
frustrating.
cannot control my dumbassery. It'll only get worse from here on out.
I only played with you for a short time, but I can confirm this.
Just wait until I get to play my happy-go-lucky dumbass orc again.
Okay, you have control of yours. Gaia, do
Let's see.
you have control of Marcus?
I cannot select Marcus.
Because you're not in control.
chaos control.
I can now select Marcus.
Damn, bro. Even just looking at this bitch, I'm like, yeah, that's a fucking vampire.
Yeah.
Yeah, her token art's interesting.
I don't know what it is, but like anytime I ever see a character, like a female character with a breastplate and a dress at the same time, I'm thinking there's something up.
I'm gonna do that just to fuck with you now.
Yeah.
You're welcome. You're welcome, Tart. You now have this. You now
I
have this.
ammunition.
Ammunition!
I'm gonna rip this woman's fucking head off. Twice.
Hey
Get a
Gaia,
little
how
ahead of ourselves, huh?
hey Gaia, how else do you think she escapes this?
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, I know I can murder her as many times as I want. Usually I only get to do that once.
mm.
All right. Just confirming that we have control of our tokens.
Yes.
Got it.
Okay,
Yep.
dope. Our cutoff.
Assuming direct control.
All right. This is growing tiresome. I would very much like to get out of the rain. Is that possible?
You could always go home.
She's going to kind of turn to look at you. And I'm going to give, as she kind of pulls back her hood. Yes, I suppose I could. As you see the face of... Oh, I didn't do a handout of her, and I don't need to... I can't share...
Make her token roll big.
Possibly.
There you go. Yeah, that's vampire as fuck.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Admittedly, you can't see the armor at this time, but that's on her battle token.
You had to change her token background from white to a different color, because otherwise we wouldn't be able to see her.
Yeah. Correct. So... I could have sworn that I have seen your face before. Young man?
Who, me?
Yes, you. Of course.
It is possible. I am a well-traveled gentleman.
Well, I mean, I have heard rumors of a certain beast getting around.
Typically female where I am involved.
Yes, the beast of Javidan stands before me.
In the flesh. I would lie if I said that it did not bring me some small amount of pride.
Pop out her character sheet again. Oh. And here I had hoped that we could have had you on our side in this.
You have been civil so far. You could always calm down a minute and rethink your priorities.
My priorities, as by order of Grand Cleric Zacchaeus, are to how to deal with the threat that the Liberval poses to the aims of the Sanguarian, and if you have sided with them, you have chosen death.
You would not be the first to try and kill me, and you will not be the last.
I think it's at this point where we will break to the group inside. Once again, I apologize. I got way sidetracked.
No
And-
worries.
And all I'm saying is that if he didn't cheat on her in the first place, there wouldn't have been a problem.
At Virgil.
Well, the only thing I can say is that if, both parties had talked, I mean, it would be quite easier, but, I mean, he kind of just shrugs and goes,
Romance is truly dead. Truly.
it is.
It's a mighty
But,
shame.
Hello.
Oh, hello, dear.
As
The
you
boys sound
run in,
fighting outside.
as you run in, you also earn Marin and Anton's attention.
We have a guest out front.
A guest. I love guests.
And as you respond that he's going to look at you and he says, I believe the word that I was requested to transfer to you says vampire in Sylvan, but very badly.
I don't.
What is the vampire? What's the Sylvan word for vampire, Jake?
You're really gonna make me fucking look
Yes.
up Scottish Gaelic? God damn it!
Come on, DM, you're supposed to have this information on tap!
No, it's fine.
I can help.
Okay,
Huh?
tell us, guy.
Hold on. I have to look it up, but I can help.
Bless you.
I thought you said
Bless
that like you
you.
had it on
Hey,
hand.
bro, let me bust out that 2000 dictionary.
Aborta.
Okay, you see him.
Aborta. Something thereabouts.
Oh. Well, that doesn't seem good at all.
No, at the moment we are negotiating, and they are looking for you two. And
Without me? Why am I here then?
Marin, they have.
I'm getting you now, am I not?
And she'll like get up from her chair.
I mean, it is fair. Virgil will also get up and kind of just go, shall we?
We cannot be seen. If they are able to get a glimpse of us, they will likely proceed to try to kill us.
They
Marin,
have.
we need to leave. We need to. No.
If
A
I
word.
may. If they know you're here and they want to find you guys, they're probably gonna try to kill everyone anyway.
They have, I believe, the informant that you mentioned not returning.
God damn it! Marin kind of speaks up. I will go to our allies in Diplion. I will make sure that our armies are roused. Whatever it sounds, if you are truly going to try to infiltrate the stronghold of the Sanguarian, you will need a distraction, and I think our troops will be able to provide just that for you.
Then I wish you luck. May your legs guide you where you need, and your heart beat until it can beat no more.
As Marin kind of begins to walk back towards the war room, you all see Anton kind of whisper something in his ear. And the two pause and kind of share a glance. And for a brief moment, I need a perception check from Aurora, Virgil, and Splash.
Perception, you said?
Yes.
I shall perceive.
I am perceiving.
I have nat 20 this perception,
I
or
am
31.
I have not nat 20'd, but I have 21. which I still think is pretty good.
Yeah.
Shall I perceive or no?
Shall you perceive or not? That's up to you. Do you wish to perceive? I have
I
offered
wish
the
to
check to you.
perceive, God.
Okay. You cannot perceive. Well,
Show me your face, damn it!
Show me that handsome jawline, you daft.
With a 12, I wish to be blinded.
yeah, they don't care about appearances at this point. Yeah, that makes sense. You see Anton's hand has kind of grabbed across Marin's chest, and you both hear, "You stay alive for me, all right? We both survive this. Let's go getting yourself killed."
Whispers over to Virgil.
I ship them.
Marin kind of nods curtly and steps through the doorway into the war room, closing the door behind him. I suppose there is no. I suppose I should go and greet our guest. If you will all indulge me.
Indeed. Let us see if we can get them out of here.
All right. Outside, once again. So we have you walking with. The elves have caused one of our own countrymen to side against us, and their lies have for far too long wormed into the ear of the Liberval and of unfortunate souls such as yourself. After all, what would your parents think siding against countrymen?
Would you like to know a secret, madame?
I know quite a few, but what is one more?
Every drop of blood in my body screams at me to lash out at you, and yet I find myself incapable of doing so. Would you happen to know why that is?
Oh, that's... I did need to buy some time just to ascertain what sort of situation might be going on. But it seems that the time for talk is nearly past. Consider it one of my wiles. And she kind of smirks with an unbelievable amount of self-confidence. So long as I do not truly raise a hand against you, I think all will be fine. At this point, she turns to her person in tow. Get them. And I need everyone to roll initiative.
How far do we get? Do we just get to where we are now?
You guys will get to probably up here to the junction where you have to head to single file to be able to just hear in the distance through the rain an effeminate voice say, "Get them."
18.
Good.
My Spear of Warning gives me advantage on these.
That they do.
J Frost, you
also
may as
have
well
an
go in front
18.
of me. You're gonna be better for it.
All right, buddy. You gotcha, Chief.
A whole 6.
I will add
Another
tiebreakers.
6?
20
Oh, we
mean?
almost. Imagine if we had 2 instances of triple 6 rolls.
I mean, I got a +6.
If we did it again, we would have to stop because we would officially be cursed, and we could not do that to ourselves.
You're cursed.
You're cursed.
We summoned
Yeah.
the spell of hell.
We've been abandoned by God's holy light.
Vampausen.
You maybe.
Oh shit.
Lady Crane smiles upon my presence.
Sure.
I am no longer blind.
Smiles.
Smiles
Hey, I'm a
upon
very
you.
powerful tool to her.
And where
Smiles.
do tools go when they break?
Oh, don't worry. I have a contingency plan for that.
I mean, they go to the great repair shop factory, you know, upstate.
Yeah,
She
they go
smiles when you approach the room, immediately thinking behind this bitch.
They go to
This
the Russian
bitch.
Restoration Channel.
They go on. Will it compress?
Ah,
Really
the
fun.
Hydraulic Press Channel.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's really nice.
The hydraulic press channel? Yes, it's actually quite interesting to see what can be and cannot be destroyed so easily by pressure.
It's especially interesting whenever their shielding breaks because the force that the thing smashes at and the way the shrapnel goes is so great.
That's why you gotta layer it. Layers, donkey. Layers.
All right. I need to add Anton to the list. Make sure I have his. I did not. Wrong button. God damn it. All right. No, I want something different. The Konari battle theme from Dragon Age is just always hits different. All right, we're going to start off the round with Virgil.
Virgil will kind of sigh and just go, I really wish we didn't have to do combat. He is going to pop Bacon of Hope.
Okay, where are you going to target that?
Hey, J Frost, considering how
Yeah.
far back we are, you should probably hold on to that.
Fair enough. I retract my statement, God.
You do still have your movement.
You could move and then do it. It'd probably be worth. It'd probably
Yeah,
be
fair
worth
enough.
more then.
Yeah, fair enough.
Hold on. I'm forgetting something before we
Yes.
get to you.
What?
Rockman, you get a surprise round because they have not detected you.
Rockman!
Yes.
I would also like to ask, as he's thinking on his turn, would enough time have passed during that I would get another saving throw on the charm?
Let me see what the exact.
Assuming that I get saving throws at ends of turns and such.
So the exact wording: each time this creature or their companions do anything harmful to the target, it can repeat the saving throw, ending the effect
I
on a
see.
success. Otherwise, the effect lasts for 24 hours.
I see. Carry on.
Yeah, vampires
Very
are
well worked, son.
assholes.
Yes, they are.
And if you've been here with us all this time, you would know this for a fact.
Yes.
Yeah, I
irony
killed
is not lost
Strahd
on me.
2. I killed Strahd 2 8 years ago.
Hey, Gaia. High five. Killing Shroud Club. Let's go.
Oh, I also took his throne. My character's the new Baroness of Barovia in that timeline.
Hey, yo. I didn't take his throne, but I took his girl.
Alright. Sorry, Rockman, continue, please.
I'm gonna keep it simple. Hunter's Mark
Okay.
on our vamp.
It's been a minute since I played with someone with Hunter's Mark. Can you go ahead and offer the description for that for me in the chat?
Well, Jake, it's obvious she's marked by a hunter.
Forgot.
Worth
She's
it.
cursed.
Worth
Oh
it.
man, I didn't add gifts to my spells. Fuck, I could probably do it for the next one.
Until the spell. Okay. Choose a creature you can see within range. Mystically mark it. Okay. So that'll just be on. That'll be bonus action.
Oh, they added new icons for. Ooh.
Yes, you have
That's
new
new.
icons.
Yeah, Jake has a package of stuff.
I have a pack. Yes.
Nice.
Fantastic.
Well, there's concentration. I'm go up and bonk.
Bonk acquired.
Note to self: run Jake for his icon package.
Do I make
a
advantage
marker.
because I'm invisible? The first one, right?
The first one, yes, would get.
But yeah.
Well, doesn't invisibility wear off when you cast a spell?
That's true.
That is true. 15 it is.
There's that. Okay, so a 15 against her armor class. It will not succeed. You do not find purchase as in fact, as your quarterstaff hurtles towards her. It is in fact met with a staff coming from underneath her traveler's cloak. Ah. Excellent. The game is afoot.
Sorry, Wiley, I shouldn't have said anything.
No, it's fine. I'd rather play by the rules than accidentally break them.
Yeah. All right,
I
now
have
we're
an
on to
extra
Vert.
attack.
Yeah, you got your extra attack. 17 will hit actually.
Get hacked.
You got force damage on it? That's nasty.
Oh,
Very rare weapon.
Yes.
Also-
correct.
3 from Hunter's Mark. Or do I roll that again separately? Because it rolled it the first time,
That would be
which
up
I
to
didn't
Jake.
mean to.
I'll go ahead and take your 3 Hunter's Mark damage from earlier. We'll have you add it again next time. So that's
Sounds
a
good.
grand total of 3, 10, 21 points of damage.
21.
21.
And that is turn.
Okay.
So now that hostile action was taken against her, now do I make the save, or is it whenever I
That's
take
going to
damage?
be whenever you would take damage.
When I take damage, okay.
That said, she actually does need to make a concentration check.
Oh yeah, for her charm.
For a spell. She modified her stat block because she knows different spells in the future than she does now. Ah, it's lovely. Oh, and she fails. Brilliant.
Yay.
So that's 21, half down to 11. She rolled a grand total of 7.
Yeah, get hacked.
She loses concentration, and this member of the Libraval is no longer charmed. Okay, we are now to Virgil.
Alrighty, Jake, question. Could I move right to here?
Up. Yes, that is a space you can move to. That is the mouth of the mine.
So I can, by that point, would I still be able to see my allies?
In terms of the ones back here or the ones already engaged.
Well, the only reason I'm asking is not 30 feet, so probably wouldn't be able to hit everybody, but the only let's see. So, okay, I wouldn't be able to hit them, but I would be able to hit. Actually, I could hit that one. I could hit that one. Yeah. Yeah. I'll be able to get to majority of everybody. So
You'll get everyone except me.
yeah. Sorry, buddy.
That's okay.
Just try to maximize.
I don't need it. That's what y'all are for.
Virgil will proceed forward. He'll kind of just sigh and he'll be like, I really wish we didn't have to do this. Oh well, can't be, no, surprised. He'll pop Beacon of Hope. Targeting Boyo back here. Our ally, I do believe, right here, correct?
Ping him again, please. Sorry.
This one?
That is
Ally.
Verena. Yes.
Alright, ally. Basically, all allies within 30 feet of me.
Go ahead and actually, I think I might be able to give you an aura.
Please and thank you. Thank you.
One of my favorite spells, Bacon of Hope.
Gotta love
Bingus.
that bacon.
Bingus. You should be able to see it too.
Yep, that's hitting. And Beacon of Hope is an action. I don't believe I have anything that is bonus action.
But Hope never cooked bacon.
True.
That's true.
Accurate.
Alright. That is true. True is true is true. And yeah. That was my action. I don't have really anything else I can utilize at this current point. So Virgil's just going to go. Can we please settle this quickly? I'm pretty sure we're not going to be able to get pacifistic, but I just want this entire thing to be done. And that is turn.
Okay. All right. That was bludgeoning damage and force damage, so that's not going to be enough to. Oh.
I forgot to mention the Stormkeeper's 1d6 piercing that I could choose.
Oh, 1d6 piercing. Okay. It's important. Do you use it? It's
I would
important
use
to what
this.
I do next.
I would use this 1d. Actually, it's 1d6. Wait. You gathered swarm where you. It says 1d6, but I put in 1d8. Does it go up? It must. Yeah, mighty swarm.
Okay.
Mighty Swall.
Does that
I will
magic
add on this damage?
does that distances?
Everything's cutting out for me. What was that?
Count as magical for overcoming resistances. Oh, I'm roboting hard. Jeez.
I think
Yeah.
our internet had a hiccup. We're good now.
Okay. Does the
I
damage from that count as magical?
I am looking. I don't think the swarm counts as magic damage. It doesn't say. It just says piercing damage.
Okay. If it doesn't specify magical piercing, I'm going to treat it as mundane. But still,
It's just a 2.
which... Okay. as you see the dent in armor now, Rockman. She turns to look at you as the swarm begins to harass her. One of them, a myriad of them, like attacking and assailing her face and exposed skin. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. I haven't been able to cut loose like this in ages. At the end of Virgil's turn, she will trigger a legendary action of movement. This will not provoke opportunity attacks. Bingus. 15. You know what? 25. She has priorities. As you see from the wounds coalescing from the wounds on her hand and wrist, and even a little bit coming from piercings on her face, a longsword seemingly made of the actual blood of this vampire is now wielded in her left hand, and she is going for you, Verena. $24 to hit.
Shield.
Not with shield, it doesn't. Okay. Second attack.
Has to be to what? 29?
Has to be.
28, 29.
Jesus. Go ahead and.
Shield is disgusting. I love it.
Yeah, shield's fun. Okay, so she has to beat a 28. Good to know. All right, next one. 15. Nothing doing. And her third. Actually. No, I don't think she's going to attack with her blade. She is going to circumvent this. You see as after 2 attempted strikes with a rapier from her own, like willed into form by her own magic. She drops it and allows the blood to splatter on the ground and reaches towards you, Verena. That's a natural 1.
She's not having a good night.
No, she's not, and I need to roll severity. Okay. Lower half severity. I'm going to just rule this as a miss. But her attacks are expended. That is the end of her turn. Marcus, you wonder why such a friendly woman is now assaulting these people.
Mm-hmm. I'm looking. There it is. I just need to look at the range of something. 10 feet. Good. I might be charmed, but I'm not fucking stupid. As I am going to step 15 feet to the east and looking at this woman.
You want the beast of Gévaudan? If I cannot strike you,
Then I will burn you out. And we are going to activate Radiant Consumption.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Scourge ASMR. Let's go.
So, as an action, Jake, if you would do me the favor of... Oh, right there. If you would do me the flavor of activating the secret token.
One moment. Secret token.
Secret token.
Wait, are you also a storm barb? I've always wanted to try that. Stacking
No.
the damage.
As...
No, but that would
Hold
be a
on.
good combo.
Hold on, I need to. It should be update. It should be here.
Oh, fuck.
La bête de Gévaudan. Le bête. Le bête.
As I'm going to very briefly enlarge the... Oh, I see.
In a
There,
momento.
we're going... Yeah, if we could briefly enlarge for chat's sake.
Don't delete his original token. Just move it somewhere.
Yeah.
Because otherwise it will delete his initiative.
As Marcus bursts into black and red flames, and his face takes on the appearance not unlike that of the wolf-like creatures that make up his mantle. The fierce, radiant heat burning off of him suddenly reminds everyone but Virgil, everyone who was in the room during the session 0, of when he told you to leave him space to do his work. And with that, I use my action to do Radiant Consumption. I cannot attack her, so I don't have anything to use a bonus action on. But now, shed bright light, and at the end of my turn here, so I will be ending my turn, and during this, myself and every creature within 10 feet, so myself and Lady Isabel, will take radiant damage equal to half of my level rounded up. I am resistant to my own radiant damage, so 17 halved rounded up to 8. I will take 4, she will take 8 radiant damage.
Okay, that's big.
Casual passive radiant damage. You'll love to fucking see it.
I may not be able to strike you, lady, but let's see who burns out first, you or me.
And because I took damage, I will repeat my wisdom saving throw with advantage from the beacon. 5. I'm going to use one of my uses of Indomitable to re-roll. 17.
You just pass.
Let's go.
You are no longer charmed.
That is
The beast of Gévaudan.
All right.
Yeah, that's my turn.
All right. At the end of that, she does not like radiant damage, so Lady Isabel is actually going to expend a second legendary action to fuck right off over here.
No up attack.
No opportunity attacks.
Sham.
Oh, but hold on. I have a reaction that doesn't use an opportunity attack. I will spend a superiority die to use the brace maneuver. When a creature I can see moves into the reach I have with a melee weapon I'm wielding, in this case my Spear of Warning, I can use my reaction to expend a superiority die and make an attack against the creature using that weapon. Notice, this is not an opportunity attack. This is a different feature.
You're a bastard. I love that.
You literally went, actually.
Two-handed spear attack for a 28 to hit.
Correct.
All right, so this is going to do 10 magical piercing damage. In addition, whenever once on each of my turns, and she's activating this at the end of my turn, so it is still my turn, I can deal extra radiant damage to the target when I deal damage to it with an attack or spell. It equals my level, so she's going to take an additional 17 radiant damage.
Oh my god!
Damn, bitch, you
Holy
fucked up.
shit!
You should have gone home when he said.
Fuck. Yeah, no, she probably should have. But there's this wonderful thing about vampires. We'll get to that later. Splash, it is now your turn.
From back in the tunnel, seeing that that fighting has broken out, seeing that the mine's entrance is occupied, Splash is going to, like a car driving through a pipeline, going to start running up the wall onto the side, almost completely up the other side, bounce off the outside entrance, and make his way over to her. And as he does, he kind of jumps up. With that, I almost just knocked over my water.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Yes.
Don't do that.
As he jumps up into the air, mid jump, he approaches her, and you see this flash of energy kind of envelop him. This visage of a spectral panther standing beside him, coating him, of his face, his hands, his arms in this bright pink. As he comes and he lands, he's going to activate all simultaneously, I might add.
Yes. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh my god.
I spend 2 key points to both manifest the arms of the astral self, the visage of the astral self, and the body of the astral self, giving me many different abilities.
I fucking love this subclass!
And
Good, dude.
Order.
Oh, monks are the worst class in D&D. Fuck you.
hey, so you know how these are all a whole bunch of buffs? And it's like, oh yeah, well that's probably the only thing you would do with your turn. Nuh-uh. Because I activate this when I do, each creature of my choice I can see within 10 feet must succeed on a dex save or take force damage as the arms manifest.
He's brothering up.
Dear God.
You should have gone home when you had the chance.
Okay, I'm sorry. What save is that?
Dex save.
A dex save.
Okay. She's moderately good at these. Moderately, I say. In that she is proficient.
Understandable.
That is a 23.
Yeah, that's gonna pass.
Still reeling from the radiant burns that now cross her person.
As she is fumbling she almost like time has stopped as she takes her foot off to dodge the arms. He just looks up and he goes slow, and he is going to unleash arm strikes on her.
I see.
20
hits.
And because I have manifested the body of the astral self, she is also going to take, in addition to this, 1d10 plus 5, which is my wisdom modifier. Wait, no, sorry, I was reading wrong. You're just going to take an extra 1d10.
An extra 1d10? Okay.
Alright, so that is 13 force damage.
Okay. And
then going in for the second swing. That That's a 17.
17 hits.
All right. I only get empowered once per turn, so this is just 7.
Okay.
And I would like for her to make a Constitution saving throw.
God damn, stunning strike, son of a bitch. Okay, there it is.
House.
That's hey, what's the DC for that?
I'm double checking right now. Cause
121 XP away, Jeffrey, Jakery. I don't know why I've been doing that recently. I've been calling you.
Oh my.
So that's 8 plus 6 is.
She fails.
Okay.
She is stunned.
Wow.
As he just kind of comes up and shoulder bashes her, sweeping her off of her composure. That is my turn.
Okay. Rockman, it is now your first proper turn outside of shenanigans.
Firstly, I have made a mistake. I forgot that I programmed my staff with Shillelagh in mind, which I didn't cast, so...
That's rough.
If...
Unfortunate. I think we'll go ahead and keep those numbers before, though. We'll just
honestly, you could just take off, like, the Hunter's Mark damage. It would be the same, because that's the difference.
Noted.
So...
Gross. It's a gross save. It's a gross save.
I might have prioritized wisdom over dex.
You don't
Yeah,
say.
so let's pretend that the first turn I casted Shillelagh, and this turn I casted Hunter's Mark. Which honestly would be the same effect in total.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna move up and smack her. Maybe? There's a 30?
Does a 30 hit? I don't know. Yes.
Oh.
Oh God, he's. I love how you're just. Yeah, no, this is about the same exact way I thought this was going to happen.
This is why I'm not built for combat. I have you fucks.
So, can we go over how much damage that is exactly total?
Oh, I didn't even roll Hunter's Mark.
Yeah, no.
So 25, 31.
Christ on a bike.
Well, there goes all my luck. I just... Holy.
Woo!
That's 3 max dice.
Okay. Love that. Hate that. Damn.
Does she live for another attack?
She's still alive.
Sorry, Zen, but extra attack.
I don't
Wait,
think
that was... Wait, what do we get for flanking? Is it a flat bonus or
flanking is
advantage? Not that it matters.
advantage in traditional rule sets. I've used both a +2 variant, considering group sizes in the past, because otherwise it starts getting ridiculous. I think I'll opt for that here. So that would have been treated as a 32 on your previous hit.
I think a 24 hit, right?
Yes.
Jesus!
Lord, dude.
I have never played this high level before. This is kind of blowing my mind.
And
I
Hunter's
see.
Mark.
And your Hunter's Mark. Hold on. I'm clicking
Do I-
something here.
I've
Do I even
played this
need to?
high level once before, and Jake should be happy that I'm playing a fighter and not a wizard.
I am very happy that you're playing a fighter and not a wizard.
Hunter's Mark is every hit.
Smiles.
Until the
It's
spell
other stuff
ends,
that
yeah.
runs.
Okay, dope.
Oh.
for a grand spanking total of 23. Yeah, 23 points of damage.
A ranger's not bad.
She is still up.
Well. Oh, there you go, Sen. Have at her. Everybody gets one.
Aurora.
So Aurora, having no idea what's currently happening, just seeing that there was fighting, a dude exploded into a ball of flames, and then there was what she can presume was more fighting. She's going to go, yeah, I think I'm okay. And she is going to. I need to check the range on something. Where the fuck is it? There it is. Okay. I need to do this for my sake. Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20.
If it requires sight, you do not have it between because of the
fine.
wall of it.
No,
of
that's
the.
fine. I'm just gonna keep things simple. Let me double check this. 30, 30, 35. I will move up one more. Ah, I see. That could be an issue. Oh wait, no, I don't have to worry about Gaia. He's already charmed. Oh wait, you have
he is
Beacon
no
of
longer
Hope up,
charmed,
don't you?
Yeah, Beacon of Hope is up from Virgil.
Okay, then I don't have to fucking worry about it at all. I'm just gonna fucking be here, and I'm just gonna hold my fucking action. I'm gonna hold, in the event that I see her again, I'm gonna hold a Psychic Glance.
Okay. So we'll get to Verena now.
Verena shoves her way forward until she is covering one of the woman's few remaining points of attack. While she lacks all the flash of the other's attacks, her sword seems to make up for that as it begins to spark with energy.
Oh. That's it's Booming Blade there, isn't it? Oh boy. I think 32 hits.
Slashing, 14 thunder.
That's potentially 14 thunder, but that's I hate to break it to you, but that's irrelevant. That booming blade damage is irrelevant. Verena, how do you want to do this?
There we go.
How do you wish to kill this vampire?
Verena knows a little about vampires, but she isn't any expert. She does know their one weakness as she goes straight to the heart of the matter, impaling the woman through the chest.
After being assailed from both sides, your blade strikes true through the armor now revealed as the cloak falls off of her person. You begin to see her form turn into a mist that settles to the ground and starts trailing away, even despite the rain. And with the death of one of the vampire judges, I think that is a good place for us to end tonight's session.
You just hear from
Wait, destroyed.
You just hear from inside the cavern. Is it over?
I do believe it is over.
You're gonna have to speak up. You're very quiet.
Pokes his head. I do believe it is over.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, man, use your stage voice.
Good shit, everyone.
Yeah, guys, good job.
So
I helped.
All
One
I did was cast a
round.
bacon of hope.
she lasted one round.
That's a lot of damage.
Yeah.
So, I will say this. That is the only time you are going to encounter... I will say this above game for your benefit, given the short nature of this adventure. This is the only time you will encounter Lady Isabel Moriarty.
Oh, that's a name.
In the years to come, depending on what happens, she may find herself encountering another 5 or 6 exceptional individuals in Ædos. And know that it is not wise to engage them personally.
Smile.
Has vibe.
So, I believe, how do y'all do outros? Because I'm not in charge of the stream. That's you, Tart.
I mean, pretty much same way we do it on Mondays.
I see. I'll wait until y'all choose me.
Okay.
Well, you have
I
to
see.
pick someone.
What? No.
You're the DM.
No, it's your stream.
But you're the
You're
DM.
the DM!
Here, I have a recommendation as former DM. I'll softball this one to you. I
Willie.
recommend starting with J Frost.
Yes, J Frost.
Hi,
Go
everybody.
ahead.
You can find me here on twitch.tv/jfrost747 and over on Twitter at the same username. Streams are going to be a little bit wonky from here and there, but however, we have returned to streaming again, so expect more Kanab, the bonkiest bonker who ever bonked in all of Skyrim, as well as some Fortnite streams, and a couple other things. You can also catch me over on twitch.tv/burnoutbon every other Saturday for our Saved by the Spell campaign, and over on twitch.tv/fartytart here with our lovely dear DM every Sunday for the War of the Shattered Sun campaign. So other than that, I do believe I'll pass it off to Turtles.
Hello. You have already found me here at twitch.tv/fartingtart. I do D&D, I do variety games. Tomorrow you can find me at twitch.tv/trashkingarisen, where I will be revising my role as the rootin' tootin' laser shootin' lesbian Omatetsu Hiko during the Bears of the Torch, My Hero Academia 5e campaign, where, bro, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what the fuck's going on anymore. But yeah, then rest of the week is going to be Resident Evil, Ada, apparently this is 8 a week on my channel. I also recently announced a charity game, a charity one-shot for the Trevor Project on March 31st. More information is going to be coming up for that here in the next few days. So make sure to tune in for that. I'm also going to get commands and everything set up for that here probably tomorrow. So yeah, you'll look out for that. I'm gonna pass it to Gaia, because Gaia was who I passed it to on Monday.
All right. Hello, I am Gaia Green, a freelance voice actor. And today I've been playing Marcus, the Beast of Gévaudan, Battlemaster Scourge Azamar. Other times, Mondays specifically, you can find me over on Jake's channel, where during the proper Trials of Ædos campaign, I play Ishmael, the human bard, and currently during our Rise of Dragons series, I play Pietro, the Disaster Dwarf Twilight Cleric. You can follow me at GaiaGreen3 on Twitter, and you can follow me on twitch.tv/GaiaGreen, where I'm going to try and get some streams going. I haven't streamed in almost a year, and I really want to get back into it. And I'm going to be traveling for the first week of April, and the expenses to get ready for that have been more noticeable than I expected. So I'm probably going to be basically streaming to try and keep my funds afloat. It's not an I'm in trouble emergency commission type deal. It's just a, hey, if people want to do a regular stream donation that you would do within your means because you want to donate to streamer you like type streams. Probably variety games, probably touching Hi-Fi Rush, maybe Sonic Frontiers. Actually, probably not Hi-Fi Rush. I'm trying to actually play through that with the licensed music on, and I don't want my VODs fucked with. So, yeah, I'm gonna pass it to Wiley.
Hello, you can find me at XWileyWilly on Twitch and Twitter. I play mostly randomizers. Yesterday I did Ocarina of Time. A little bit of Triforce Hunt. Other than that, you can find me at WildWilly on YouTube and Ko-Fi, where I make music, and eventually will soon set up commissions when I figure stuff out and how I want to do things. Soon. Maybe.
Soon,
eventually.
TM.
Yes, soon, TM. But that's where you can find me. CG, where can we not find you?
Hello, I'm CG, and you can find me nowhere because I don't much care for social media, but you can find me in various Good Beans D&D campaigns, such as previously mentioned Strixhaven campaign over on twitch.tv/BurnoutVaughn, as well as on this very channel every Sunday for War of the Shattered Sun. But that's all I do. Literally. I'm not a very in-depth or active person. Jake.
I see. Hello, everyone. It is I, the internet's own Jake. I have been your DM for tonight and through this Ædos. To call it a one-shot is a misnomer at this point. This Ædosian mini-adventure.
We knew it wasn't going to be one shot.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Nick and I were talking like yesterday, like, dude, there's no way this is gonna be one.
There's no way it's a one-shot, respectfully. But you can find me over on my channel on Monday nights, as mentioned by Gaia and by Tart. Or did you mention that? That's fine. It's fine if you did. Fine if you didn't. I know Gaia mentioned it. I'm just asking if Tart did, but that's fine. Don't worry about it. I stream D&D. Okay, that's fine. I stream D&D. As a part of all of these Trials of Ædos anthologies now, as I have run 3 different adventures, and then we have a 4th run by another DM, and we're about to have a 5th. This world's so expansive, and I love it. Monday nights, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. You can find me there. Tart's already expunged upon twitch.tv/trashking arisen. I'll be there too. Don't need to worry about that. Sen.
Hello. I am Sensuna. I am playing Verena the Hexblood Eldritch Knight. I can be found at twitch.tv/Sensuna84. Right now I am on a civilization kick.
I just realized I haven't been putting anyone's fucking Twitch link in chat. Jesus Christ.
Smack you. Sounds like you need to put that in the description. But yeah. I think that is all of us, isn't it?
What's a bot though? Where can we find the bot?
I also didn't mention what I'm playing. I'm playing Aurora, the Fairy Bard of unknown subclass. Eyes emoji. You'll find out. You'll find out.
Smilers.
Oh, that's a good point. As you can probably read, I'm playing Min Earl, Rockman Jones, Suzuki.
I am playing Splash of Sun, the Tabaxi Astral Self Monk.
Yeah.
I guess we gotta raid someone now.
Yes, we do.
I know who we're raiding. We're raiding Bev.
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 Go.
Bev.
Go. Accost Bev.
Because I don't get to raid Bev.
Web.
Bev is currently playing Final Fantasy VII, I believe the old Skrunkly version. So go show them some love. Let them know who sent you. We will be back. I don't know when we're doing this next. I don't know if we're doing this every week or every 2 weeks or what.
We'll come back to that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
We will be
business
here
going
in
forward.
an currently undisclosed amount of time. All right.
Correct.
Good night. We love you all. And remember, as always, Black Lives Matter, Trans Lives Matter, stop Asian hate, and most importantly, if no one's told you today, you fucking matter. We love you all, and we will see you all later. Bye-bye!
Bye.